Yeah, good evening, friends. So, welcome to DURGASOFT. Myself, Dr. Seshadri. I have total 18 years of teaching experience. I am AWS certified trainer at associate level. So, once you register the course, then you are getting everyday class recording videos and the class notes. After completion of the training, then you are getting the interview questions and answers. And also after completion of the training, when you are attempt to the global certification exam, for that I am providing the previously asked questions and answers. I am providing around 800 pages. At the end of the training, I am providing whatever I explain every day, that the screenshot explanation I am providing. Okay, fine, fine. Now, in the last session, we discussed that is what is cloud computing, what is cloud computing, what are advantages of cloud computing, advantages of cloud computing. And in the last session, we discussed the types of clouds. There are four types of clouds are there. One is a public cloud. Second one is private cloud. Third one is hybrid cloud, combination of these two. And the fourth one is community cloud. Fourth one is community cloud. Those are the four types of clouds are there. And also the cloud computing is providing three types of delivery models. The three types of delivery models are, one is infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. Third one is software as a service. And also in the last session, we discussed AWS global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. And in the last session, we discussed AWS free tier account. Free tier account. How we had to create your AWS free tier account. I explained in the last session. And one I explained how to launch and connect your Windows server. So those concepts in the last session we discussed with hands-on, right? So one is basics of cloud computing I explained, and then I have to explain AWS introduction, that is global infrastructure, how we had to create AWS free tier account, and how to launch and connect a Windows server. Fine. Now, in this is a demo two, day two demo session. Day two demo session. In this demo session, I have to explain how to launch and connect the Linux server. How to launch and connect the Linux server. And also how to transfer files. How to transfer files. How to transfer files from your local system to launched Linux server. And also I have to explain how to transfer files from your local system to launched Windows server. Launched Windows server, right? Launched Windows server. I have to explain those concepts one by one with hands-on. Already in the last session, I had to explain how we had to create your AWS free tier account. So after completion of the AWS free tier account, then we had to practice one by one. In yesterday's session, I explained that how to launch and connect your Windows server. Now, in this session, first I have to explain how to launch and connect your Linux server. How to launch and connect your Linux server, I have to explain. To launch and connect the Linux server. First, I had to open my AWS account. That is a AWS login. Click on AWS Management Console. Sign into the console. We had to enter whatever the mail ID you are given. That mail ID we had to enter, and the password we had to enter. Then your AWS account is open. This is my AWS account. Those are recently visited services in my AWS account. Those are recently visited services in my AWS account. Now, to launch the Linux server, first you need to select the region. What is the first step? That is, you need to select the region. That is, I am selecting the Mumbai region. I am selecting Mumbai region. I am selecting. Next, to launch the Linux server, we had to select the EC2 service. We had to select the EC2 service. How we had to select the EC2 service? Here, recently visited services, EC2 option is there. Here also we can select, or at the top left side, services option is there. Under we had to select compute service. Under we had to select EC2 service. How we had to select? That is, at the left side top, services option is there. Under we had to select compute service. We had to select the EC2 service. We had to select it. Fine. To launch the Linux server, first we had to check it, the EC2 dashboard. How many instances are running? 0. How many instances are there? 0. Yesterday we are created. After completion of the session, I am terminated. How many key pairs are there? 1 key pair is there. That is yesterday created key pair. Wait, I'll delete this one. And security group is also there. One default security. Yesterday you are created 1 security group. How many volumes are there? 0. Just wait. Whatever I am created in the yesterday session, the key pair and the security group also I am deleted. Select this one. Go for action. Click on delete option. Delete. The key pair is deleted. Go for the EC2 dashboard. Just refresh it. How many key pairs are there? 0. Now click on the security group. I am created in the last session. The security group is Windows Server ST. I am selecting that one. Go for action. Click on delete security group. Click on delete option. The security group is also deleted. Now we have to check the EC2 dashboard. Just refresh the browser. Now we have to see that how many instances are there. How many instances are running? 0. How many instances are there? 0. How many key pairs? 0. 1 security group is there. That is the default security group. How many volumes are there? 0. Now I am launching the Linux server. To launch the Linux server, first we have to select the Mumbai region. Then we have to select the EC2 service. So after that, here on left side, instances option is there. Under instances, we have to select the instances option. And then to launch the Linux server, we have to launch the instant. Click on launch instant. So what step I am followed? The third step is here on EC2 service, the left side. So we have to select the instances option. Under instances, we have to select the instances. Under, we have to launch Linux mission. We have to launch the instance. Then what we have to do to launch your Linux mission? We have to give the instant name. I am given the instant name is Linux server I am given. Wait. So is there any key pages I am downloaded in the previous sessions? Yes, Linux key is there. I am deleting first in my downloads. The Windows key pair is also there. I am deleted. Fine. I am given the instant name is Linux server I am given. That the next step is we have to give the instant name. Instant name. What is the instant name I am given? The instant name I am given as Linux server. I am given as Linux server. You may give anyone. Then the next step after you are given the instant name, we have to choose the operating system image. That is nothing but the Amazon mission image. Which operating system you are chosen? In yesterday, to launch the Windows server, I am chosen the operating system is Windows I am selecting. Windows I am chosen. Now, today's session, you are launching the Linux server. So, which operating system we are to select? Linux. So, here the AWS is supporting Amazon Linux is there, Ubuntu is there, Red Hat Linux is there. So, I am selecting Amazon Linux. Okay, scroll down. Here, if you click on this Amazon mission image, arrow marks we have to see them. If you click on these, some of them are mentioned, the free tier eligible one, some of them are not mentioned, the free tier. See that? Free tier eligible is there. Here it is not mentioned free tier. Here it is not mentioned free tier. So it is not mentioned the free tier means they are nothing but the paid version. So you are for practicing purpose, we have to select the free tier eligible one. Free tier eligible one. Fine. Next. Here, after selecting the free tier eligible one, then it is showing Amazon mission image ID is showing for your instant. For your instant. Fine. After, after selecting the operating system image, that is, we have to select operating system image. That is nothing but AMI. AMI stands for Amazon Mission Image. Amazon Mission Image. Which operating system we have to select? That is here I am selecting Amazon Linux. Amazon Linux I am selecting. Then the next step is after selecting the operating system, the next step is you need to choose the instant type. See, to the any server, the three things are required. So what are the three things are required? The three things are required. That is nothing but one is a CPU is required. Second one is your memory is required. Memory is required. And third one is your hard disk is required. Your hard disk is required in any server. These are the three are common. CPU, memory, and the hard disk. Now, here we have to select the next step is instant type. The instant type, it is providing number of CPUs and the memory. How much GB it is providing. So as per your business needs, we have to select the instant type. See, in the Mumbai region, see that here in Mumbai region, so how many instances are there? How many instance types are there? We can click on compare instant types. See that? See that? Here in Mumbai region, how many instant types are there? 513 instant types are there. As per your business needs, we have to select the instant type. So you may choose T2 dot extra large. Then it is providing how many CPUs it is providing? 4 CPUs. How much memory it is providing? See that. It is providing the memory. How much memory it is providing? That is if we are selecting, which one? If we are selecting the T2 family, wait. Here T2 dot nano is there. Wait. Here Amazon Linux I am chosen. Then we have to select the instant types. Click on that. Here, if we are chosen T2.extra large, it is providing 4 CPUs, 16 GB memory it is providing. As per your business requirement, we have to choose. We have to choose that one. So in the Mumbai region, total 513 instant types are there. So you are for practicing purpose. That's why we have to select T2.micro. It is providing the free service. T2.micro is providing the free service and it is providing 1 GB memory. 1 GB memory it is providing. If you are selecting the instant type T2.micro, it is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory it is providing. I am selecting the free service for practicing purpose. I am selecting the instant type is T2.micro. Click on select instant type. Here also it is showing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. Scroll down. After selecting the instant type, how many CPUs it is providing? If you are selecting the instant type, that is T2.micro I am selecting. If I am selecting T2.micro, it is providing 1 CPU. How much memory it is providing? 1 GB memory it is providing. Fine. After selecting the instant type, then the next step is you need to create a key pair. That is to connect your Linux machine. You need to create a key pair, right? How we have to create the key pair? That is, if already key pairs are there, then we have to select the key pairs. Otherwise, we have to click on create new key pair option is there. I am creating the key pair name is Linux server I am given. Linux server I am given. Fine. Fine. Here we have to select key pair type is RSA or this one. I am selecting RSA. Every time I am selecting the RSA, the key pair type I am selecting. Private key file format. You may select PEM file format or .ppk file format. As per your convenience, we have to choose it. If I am selecting the private key file format is .pem file format I am selecting. What the key pair format I am selecting? .pem file format I am selecting. Click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads with the name Linux server. The PEM file format is downloaded. See that? Linux server. The file format is PEM file format. Fine. Then the next step to connect your Linux machine, to launch your Linux machine, network settings. Here in network settings, click on edit option. Whatever the default VPC is there, VPC stands for virtual private cloud. So whatever the default VPC is there, as is we have to select the default VPC. In upcoming session, you have to create your own virtual private cloud. Under your virtual private cloud, you have to launch your Linux server, you have to launch your Windows server. Right now, I am choosing the VPC is default VPC I am selecting. See, in the Mumbai region, there are 3 availability zones are there. AP South 1A, AP South 1B, AP South 1C. So I'm not given any subnet preference. Autos in public IP that is enabled default. As is, I am selecting the default one. Scroll down. Firewalls. For security purpose, I am creating the security group. For easy identification purpose, I am given the name. The security group name is Linux Server SG I am given. Copy the security group name and paste it in the description. And also I paste it in the notepad. That is, in the next step is in network settings. In network settings, we have to click on edit option. We have to click on edit option. Here, we have to create the security group name. Security group name I am given. What is the security group name? Linux Server SG. Linux Server SG. Here in the network settings, we have to choose default VPC as it is I am selecting. Subnet preference. subnet preference. As it is I am given. I am not given any preference. Any preference. As it is I am taken. As it is I am taken. I am not given any preference. And also auto assign public IP. Auto assign public IP, that is enable automatically. Whatever the default is there, that default I am selecting as is. Enable, right? I am creating the security group. The security group name is Linux Server SG. Fine. Next, you are launching the Linux server. The type is SSH. Port range is 22. Source type is anywhere I am selecting. If I am selecting my IP address, it is connected only my laptop IP address. If I am selecting custom, then I need to enter the IP address. If I am selecting anywhere, if you know the key pair, then I can connect the Linux machine. So the source type I am selecting, anywhere I am selecting. Fine, fine. So you are launching the Linux server. Default AWS is providing 8 GB storage it is providing. That is how much storage it is providing? 8 GB storage it is providing. 8 GB storage it is providing. So 1 CPU, 1 GB memory and 8 GB hard disk is provided. 8 GB storage it is provided. Fine. So I'm not given any additional volume of data. I'm not given any advanced details right now. And then click on launch instant option. Then the instant is launched in the Mumbai region. See that? See that? Success. Now go for the instances. See what is the instance state? Pending. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Once the instance state is running, then I am connecting the Linux server. Linux server. Just wait. Now see that what is the instant state? Running. Running. Now, if you move this scroll bar also, it is showing the details of this server. See, it is showing the instant name, mission name, instant or mission or virtual mission, all are the same terminals. What is the mission name I am given? Linux server. This is the instant ID. What is the instant state? Running. Now, to launch the instant, what is the instant type I am given? T2.micro. T2.micro. Now, the status check it is not providing. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Now, present it is showing initializing. After 1 or 2 minutes, the status check is showing 2 by 2. I'll tell you what is the reason upcoming classes I am telling. Now, alarm I am not given. The availability zone in network setting, subnet preference I am not given. So it is launched the Linux server instant in AP South only. If I am given the preference, only that availability zone, the instant will be launched. See, the T2.micro, it is not there in AP South 1C. AP South 1C, right? So next, this is if you scroll down, this is the public IPv4 DNS. This is the public IPv4 for this instant, for this Linux mission. I am not using any elastic IP. Next, scroll down. For this mission, I am not using any monitoring tools also. The security group name I am given while launching the instant. The security group name is Linux Server SG. Key pair name I am given the Linux server. And this is launch date and time it is providing. Fine. Fine. Now you are selecting the instant. At the bottom also it is showing the details. That is instant ID, public IPv4, private IPv4, instant state, public IPv4 DNS. All the details also at the bottom it is showing. It is showing. Fine. I have to copy the public IPv4 of the mission and paste it on the notepad. Now, you are launching the Linux instant. You are launched the Linux instant. To connect this Linux mission from Mumbai region data center, you need one terminal is required. One terminal is required. The terminal is, it is putty or git bash. Git bash. Any one terminal is required to connect your instant, to connect your Linux machine. So already in my laptop, putty software is downloaded. Putty software is downloaded. So in the class notes, I have mentioned that, in the class notes, I have mentioned that is where you want to download the Linux putty software. Putty software. See that in my class notes, I have mentioned all the steps. Pin to pin, I have mentioned. What are the steps we have to follow to launch and connect your Linux server? Pin to pin, I have mentioned. See that this is the link I am providing to download your putty software. I'll send it in the chat box. This is the link. This is the link. That is this one. This one. See that here we have to select Windows 64. 64. It's a small software. It's a small software, just 3.5 MB only. Just we can double click on the software. In my downloads, it is downloaded. The software. Wait, it is downloaded. We can double click on it. Already in my laptop, the putty software is there. That's why I'm not installed. It's a very small software, just 3.5 MB only. We can double click on it, click on next option. Then your software is installed in your laptop or in your desktop. Suppose if we are using Mac operating system, accordingly we have to select. That is a putty for Mac OS. We can download that software and then we have to install it. Fine, fine. I am launching the Linux machine in the Mumbai region. What is the name I am given? The instant name Linux server. Linux server. Linux server. Now, to launch the Linux server, I am selecting the key pair name. What is the key pair name I am selecting? The key pair file format I am selecting. The PEM file format I am selecting. PEM file format I am selecting. But to connect your Linux server, you need .ppk file format. You need .ppk file format. You are connecting the Linux machine using putty terminal. You need .ppk file format. How we have to convert the PEM file format to .ppk file format? For that, we have to use putty Zen software. Whenever you are downloading and install the putty software, then automatically putty Zen also install. See that in my laptop, when I am typing putty, then putty Zen is also there. Start to open this putty Zen. Here, load option is there, generate option is there. Don't go for generate option. It's taking more time. So we have to select load option. Now, where your PEM file is there? In my downloads. In my downloads. Now, why it is not showing? Your PEM file is not showing. Is there any reason? Is there any reason, friends? Is there any reason? My PEM file is not showing in my downloads. Is there any reason? Send me in the chat option. Send me in the chat option, friends. Chat option is there. We have to utilize the chat option. Is there any reason? My PEM file format is downloaded in my downloads option. Now, when I am choosing download option, my PEM file is not showing. Is there any reason? Send me in the chat option. Friends, you have to utilize the chat option. We have to utilize the chat option. Send me in the chat option. That is, the reason is here I am not selecting all files. I am not selecting all files. Yes, yes, Nagaraju, right? So here I am not selecting all files. When I am selecting all files, see that your PEM file is there. We have to select your PEM file, that is Linux server. Click on open, click on OK. Click on save private key. Click on yes. We have to give the PPK file name is Linux server key I am given. Linux server key I am given. What is the extension is there? .ppk. Click on save option. We have to close this. Now, we have to open in your downloads. In earlier, it is not there. Now it is available. Linux server key is available. The extension for this one is .ppk file. .ppk file means I'm converting PEM file format to .ppk file format. How I am converting PEM file format to .ppk file format? Using putty-zen. Using putty-zen, I'm converting PEM file format to .ppk file format. Fine, fine, I'm converting. Now, how we have to connect this Linux machine? This Linux machine, right? Here on search box, you have to open your putty software. Putty software. Here you need to enter host name or IP address. For that, you have to copy and paste it, your Linux server, your Linux instant public IP address. Copy this one and paste it here. That's why I copy and paste first in the notepad. Now, here on left side, under SSH, under authentication, credentials option is there. We can click on this. Here, we have to browse private key file for authentication. Click on this. Where your PPK file is there? In my downloads. What the PPK file name? Linux server key. You have to select this. Click on open. Click on open. Click on accept. Now just wait. I'm changing the appearance for visibility purpose. Right click on it. Change settings. Appearance. Change. I'm giving appearance as size 22. I am selecting. Click on OK. Fine. I am login as EC2-user. See that I am connecting Amazon Linux server. If you have doubt, I am copy this IP address. I copy this IP address, paste it on the notepad, and in my Linux machine, I copy the private IPv4 and paste it in the notepad. See that 172.31.37.186 means I'm launch and connect the Linux server. I'm launch and connect the Linux server. So those are the steps we have to follow how to launch and connect your Linux server. Your Linux server. Now you tell me in the last session, I explained that to launch and connect the Windows server, what is the type I am selecting? Where the type it is showing? What is the type it is showing? Friends, chart box is there. What is the type? And what is the port range? What is the port range? In the last session, I explained. That is for Windows server, the type is RDP. And the port range is 3389. Now tell me today's session I am launch and connect the Linux server. What is the type I am using? What is the type it is default selected? And what is the port range? That is the type is SSH. And the port range is 22. You remember, friends, for Windows server, type is RDP, port range is 3389. For Linux server, type is SSH and port range is 22. So those are the steps we have to follow how to launch and connect your Linux server and your Windows server. In the last session, I explained how to launch and connect your Windows server. Now, today's session, I explain how to launch and connect your Linux server, right? So those are the steps we had to follow. Anyone have any questions regarding this? How to launch and connect your Linux server? Your Linux server. See, the T2.micro, it is providing the free service. See, if we are if we are creating the free tier eligible one, what are the free services are providing? What are the free services are providing? How many months it is providing the free service? I am given in details here. Here, when we click on this link, free tier details, then it is showing the details. Here in this class notes I am given, AWS introduction class notes I am given. See that AWS free tier, scroll down. Here compute service. Here in compute service, EC2. How many months it is providing the free service? 12 months. 12 months it is providing the free service. Per month, how many hours it is providing the free service? 750 hours per month. 750 hours per month. See that? See that? That is 750 hours per month of Linux, RHEL, or T2.micro or T3.micro instant, depends on the reason it is providing the free service. It is providing the free service. Right. Now, the storage, 12 months it is providing the free service. Up to the 5 GB, it is providing the free service. 12 months. And database, 1 year, means 12 months it is providing the free service. 750 hours. 750 hours per month. Scroll down. Database, that is Amazon DynamoDB. In database Amazon DynamoDB, always it is providing free. 25 GB. 25 GB. Machine learning. Wait. Machine learning, that is free trial. Free trial. The 2 months, SageMaker is providing free. SageMaker is providing free. Lambda service, it is providing always free service. Always free service. Scroll down. Artificial intelligence, that is always free. Analytics, 12 months it is providing the free service. That is per month, 750 hours it is providing the free service. Right? So like that, in this link, it is providing the free tier eligible details. In details are providing. In details which are providing. If you want that, I am shared this link also. I am shared this link also. This is the link. This is the link. I'll send it in the chat box. I'll send it in the chat box. I'll send it in the chat box. You also check it. What it is providing the free service. You are creating your AWS free tier account. Your AWS free tier account. See, I think I'm expecting you are not asking the question. You are not asking the question. To launch and connect your Linux server. You are not asking the question. You are not asking the question. I'm raise the question. I'm raise the question. That is why I am given the login as EC2-user. Is there any reason? Is there any reason? That is why I am given the login as EC2-user is, that is in your AWS account. You have to open. I am choosing the operating system image is Amazon Linux. See, after launching your instant, you have to select the instant. Go for connect option. Go for connect option. Scroll down. What is the username is there? See here. See here. What is the username is there? EC2-user. That is the reason I am login as EC2-user. EC2-user. In yesterday's session, I launch and connect the Windows server. What is the username I am given for Windows server? Administrator. Administrator. Now, if you are launch and connect the Ubuntu, the default name is, username is Ubuntu. For Red Hat Linux, you are chosen, the default name is EC2-user. How we have to check it? That is, we have to, after launching your instance, we have to select the instance, go for connect option. Here, it is there, the username for your instance. That is the reason I'm given login as EC2-user. EC2-user. Right? EC2-user. Anyone have any questions regarding this? How to launch and connect your Linux server? How to launch and connect your Linux server? I am launch and connect my Linux server. Anyone have any questions? Munish Kumar.
No, sir.
Neeraj. Nagaraju. Anyone have any questions? To launch and connect your Linux server?
No.
Nagaraju.
No questions.
Fine.
No, sir, I'm good.
Fine. Now. I am launch and connect the Linux server. Now, to know the list of files and directories, what is the Linux command I am using? I'll tell you in the next class, the basic Linux commands. Now tell me, to know the list of files and directories, what is the command I am using? Send me in the chat option. Friends, chat option is there. You have to utilize the chat option. What is the command we have to use it? To know the list of files and directories. This is, remember, this is newly launched server. Yes. We have to use the command is ls command, we have to use it. That is to know the list of files and directories. What happened? To know the list of files and directories, we have to write the command is ls. Just wait. Network error, software caused connection abort. Wait, again I want to connect it. Some due to network connection issues are there. That's why it is disconnected, I think. I can connect this one. I'm selecting the instance. Copy the public IP address. Again, this is for revision. You have to open the putty software. Click on this one. Copy the public IP address. Paste it here. Here on left side, under SSH, under authentication, you have to choose the credential. Browse your private key file for authentication. You have to select your .ppk file. Click on open. Now I am changing the settings. Just wait. That is, I am changing the settings. Right click on it. Change settings. Appearance. Change. 20 I am selecting. Click on OK. Click on apply. Login as EC2-user. Now it is connected. To know the list of files and directories, I am using ls command. Is there any files and directories are created? No. There is no files and directories are there. Now, our concept is how to transfer files from your laptop or desktop, to launched Linux server. From your local system is nothing but from your laptop or desktop to your launched Linux server. But then the first step is you have to launch and connect the Linux server. Just now I explained that how to launch and connect your Linux server. How to launch and connect your Linux server. Just now I explained that. The first step is you have to launch and connect the Linux server. Then to transfer files from your laptop or desktop to launched Linux server, you need to install in your laptop a small software you have to install. The software name is WinSCP software we have to install. This one. WinSCP software we have to install. That is, I am providing the link where you need to download the WinSCP software. WinSCP software. So this is the link I am providing to download your WinSCP software. I'll send it in the chat box. Fine. Now, just now, before beginning the session, in my laptop, the WinSCP software is there. I uninstall the WinSCP software. Now see that in my search box, in my laptop, WinSCP I am typing. There is no software is there. It's also a small software. I'm using the link. And we had to download the WinSCP software. It's also a very small software, just 11 MB. Click on download WinSCP software. I'm using Windows operating system. That's why WinSCP for Windows. If we are using Mac operating system, WinSCP for Mac. And choose the downloads option. Click on download option. The software is downloaded in my downloads. It's a small software, just 11 MB. Software is downloaded. Now go to my downloads option. See that WinSCP software is downloaded. Here, the WinSCP software is downloaded. Now just we have to double click on it. That is install for me only. I am chosen. Click on accept. Click on next. Click on install. WinSCP software is installed in my laptop. WinSCP software is installed my laptop. Click on finish. Fine. That is, this is the link I am providing where you need to download the WinSCP software. I'll send it in the chat box. Already I send it in the chat box. Fine. Now, before that, we had to see, I launch and connect the Linux server. Is there any list of files and directories are there? No. I'm given ls command. There is no files and directories are there. Now, in my laptop, in E drive, DurgaSoft folder is there. 8 p.m. batch is there. Here, those are the files are there. I need to transfer first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Those 6 files I need to transfer from my laptop to launched Linux server. For that, I am using WinSCP software I am using. That is, in my laptop, just I install the WinSCP software. Start to click on WinSCP software. I have to click on this. Then it is asking the host name. Host name is nothing but the IP address of your instance. IP address. You have to copy this IP address and paste it here. Host name. And the username. What is the username is there? EC2-user. Password. I have .ppk file is there. Putty private key file is there. Click on advanced option. Here in left side, authentication is there. Here the 3 dots are there. 3 dots are there. We have to click on these 3 dots. We have to click on these 3 dots. You have to browse your PPK file. Where your PPK file is there? Linux server key. You have to select this one. In my downloads.ppk file is there. Click on open. Click on OK. Click on login. Click on accept. Now it is connected. Now it is connected. See that it is divided the window in 2 parts. Window in 2 parts. This is newly launched Linux server. Is there any files and directories are there? Files and directories are there? No. There is no files and directories are there in this side. Now, this is my laptop or desktop files. Laptop or desktop files. Now, fine. Where, in which file I need to transfer? In my E drive, DURGASOFT folder, 8 p.m. batch, I need to transfer files from my laptop to launched Linux server. You have to open option is there. Click on this one. Here, browse it. Browse it. That is this PC in E drive. DURGASOFT folder is there. 8 p.m. You have to select it. Click on OK. Click on add. Click on OK. Whatever the files are there on that folder, all are available here on left side. Now, you need to transfer which files. I want to transfer the first file, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Up to these files, I need to transfer. Up to these files, I need to transfer. Just see that. Just go to the mouse pointer on this file. Hold it. Just mouse point. Drag and drop. Here. Drag and drop. Click on OK. Now, the first file is transferred from my laptop to launched Linux server. Second file, same procedure, just drag and drop. Third one, drag and drop. Fourth one, I need to transfer. Fifth one, just drag and drop. Sixth one, just drag and drop. So total, how many files I transferred? How many files I transferred? In the launched Linux server, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files I transferred from my laptop to launched Linux server. Now, before I'm given ls command, there is no files are there. Now, we have to type the ls command. See that? Are you able to see the files? Whatever I transferred from my laptop to launched Linux server. Are you able to see the files? Say yes or no in the chat box. Friends, chat option is there. Say yes or no. The files are there or not? Now, in the launched Linux server. Yes. Yes, Nagaraju. What about the others? What about the others? Say the files are transferred in my laptop to launch Linux server or not? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Yes. Yes. The files are transferred. Files are transferred from my laptop to Munish. Correct. From my laptop to launched Linux server. So those are the steps we have to follow. How to transfer files from my laptop or desktop to launched Linux server. The first step is we have to launch and connect your Linux server. The second step is we have to install a small software. The software is WinSCP software we have to install. After installing the WinSCP software, you have to copy and paste the IP address and the username. The username. I am choosing the Amazon Linux. So the username is EC2-user. And then we have to give the password. Whatever you are given the password. That is .ppk file. For that, in advanced option, we had to choose it. And we had to browse your .ppk file. Browse your .ppk file. browse your .ppk file. And then after that, which file you need to transfer, we have to browse the file, and then we can drag and drop. We can drag and drop. All the steps in my class notes, I have mentioned the points. See that? Once you register the codes, then you are getting the everyday class recording videos and the class material. See that? Transfer local files to Linux server. First step is you have to create Linux EC2 machine. We have to generate .ppk file. We have to download and install WinSCP software using the link is this one. And we have to enter the host name and the username. Host name is the instant IP address we have to enter. The username is your chosen Amazon Linux. The username is EC2-user. You are chosen Ubuntu. The username is Ubuntu. Red Hat Linux. The username is EC2-user. And then go for advanced option. Click on authentication. We have to attach .ppk file. And then click on OK. Click on login. Click on yes. After that, what files you need to transfer, just drag and drop file in Linux server. Now, you have to observe in the Linux server, then the files are transferred. Those are the steps we have to follow. How to transfer files from your laptop to launched Linux server. So the same thing we have to practice. We have to launch and connect Ubuntu server. We have to practice, that is launch and connect Ubuntu server. That's we have to practice it. Now, the second one is, I'm explaining the one more one is how to transfer files from your laptop to launched Windows server. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? The first step is you launch and connect the Windows server. The first step is you launch and connect Windows server. Just to see that in the last session, I explained that how to launch and connect the Windows server. So here on left side of the EC2 service, we have to select the instances option. Here, launch instances option is there. Click on that. You have to give the instant name is, that is Windows Server Advent. Copy this name, instant name, and paste it here. Instant name. And then operating system image we have to select it. That is, you are launching the Windows. We have to choose the operating system is Windows, we have to select it. Here, we have to select the free tier eligible one. I am selecting this one. Then it is showing Amazon mission image ID is showing. After that, after selecting the operating system image, then the next step is instant type. See, in the Mumbai region, there are 513 instant types are there. As per your business needs, we have to select the instant type. So you are for practicing purpose, you have to select the T2.micro. Default, it is there T2.micro in the Mumbai region. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. Fine. Scroll down. After selecting the instant type, what is the next step? Keypad. So I am downloaded the keypad to launch and connect the Linux server. I am downloaded the PEM file format. What is the key I am selecting? Linux server. You can use that key also, no problem at all. Or if you want to create the keypad, click on create new keypad. I am given the keypad name is, that is Windows Server key I am using. Copy this one and paste it in the notepad. Here, keypad type is RSA, private key file format. Remember, here we have to choose only PEM file format, not .ppk. Remember this point. Click on create keypad. Keypad is downloaded in my downloads option. Fine. So after creating the keypad, the next step to launch and connect the Windows server, the next step is nothing but the network settings. You have to click on edit option. Whatever the default VPC, that default VPC as is I am selecting. Subnet preference, I am not given any preference. Autos in public IP, default, it is enable is there. Now I am creating the security group, that is Windows Server, SG I am given, the name. Copy this security group name and paste it in the description also. And we have to paste it in the notepad. This is the security group name for Windows Server. See that just now in this session I am asking the question. For Windows Server, type is RDP, port range is 3389. That is to launch your Windows Server. What is the type is there? RDP. What is the port range? 3389. Source type I am selecting anywhere. Fine. Now, to launch the Windows Server, default it is providing 30 GB storage. Default it is providing 30 GB. Right now, I am not adding any additional volume. I am not given any advanced details. Click on launch instant. The instant is launched in Mumbai region. See the instances. Just refresh the browser. See that your Windows Server. What is the instant state? Pending. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Once the instant state is running, then I am connecting this Windows Server. Now see that. Just refresh the browser. Still the instant state is pending. So don't worry about the steps. All the steps I have mentioned in my class notes. See that once you register the codes, then you are getting the recording videos and the class material. What is EC2 instant? And using the EC2 instant, we have to launch and connect the servers, Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, Windows Server, Red Hat Linux, so on so servers you are connecting using the EC2 server. What are the steps we have to follow? All the steps I am providing. We have to select the region, select EC2 service. We have to click on launch instances. We have to enter the name. I enter the name is Windows Server. We have to choose the operating system. That is nothing but the Amazon mission image. You are launching the Windows Server, so you need to choose the operating system is Windows. The instant type I am selecting t2.micro. You have to click on create key pair. To give the key pair name, you are not given the special characters, right? You have to select the private key file format as .pem file format. Click on create key pair. Now in network setting edit option, what is the type you are chosen? RDP. Port range is 3389. Source type I am selecting anywhere. So you are launching the Windows Server. Default it is providing the storage is 30 GB. And then we have to click on launch instant. See that what is the instant state? Just refresh the browser. All the steps I have mentioned in my class notes. Don't worry about the steps. See what is the instant state? Running. If we move this scroll bar, all the details of the instant it is providing. Instant name, instant ID, instant status, and the instant type, and status check that is now initializing. See in the Linux server, what is the status check? 2x2 check post. I'll tell you in upcoming classes why it is showing the 2x2. If it is showing 1x2, then what is the indication? I'll tell you in upcoming classes. Now the status is initializing. Alarms I am not given. Availability zone, it is launching the mission AP South 1A. This is public IPv4 DNS, public IPv4. If you move this scroll bar, all the details which are showing. And you are selecting this instant, at the bottom also it is showing the details. Instant ID, public IPv4, private IPv4, all the details which are showing. Fine. To connect the Windows mission, you need the username and the password. How you get the username and the password? You have to select the instant. At the top, connect option is there. Go for connect option. Now we have to select the RDP client. Here, public DNS is there. You have to copy and paste the public DNS of this Windows mission or public IPv4. You can copy and paste it, no problem. And the username, administrator, copy this one and paste it in the notepad. Fine. And then to connect your Windows server, you need the password. You have to click on get password. You have to browse your PPK file. To launch your Windows server, you are downloaded the keypad format is .pem file format you are downloaded. You have to upload the private key file. That is in my downloads. Windows server key PEM file format is there. Click on open, scroll down. We have to decrypt the password. You are getting the password. Copy as is password and paste it in the notepad. Paste it in the notepad. Fine. Fine. So you are using the Windows operating system. No need to download the remote desktop file. You are using Linux operating system, then we can download remote desktop file. You are using Mac operating system, then you can download remote desktop file. I'm using Windows operating system, so no need to download the remote desktop file. In my laptop, remote desktop connection is there. Click on this remote desktop connection. You have to copy and paste the public DNS. This one, you have to copy this and paste it here. Click on connect option. See, wait. So before connection, first you have to copy and paste public DNS. See, copy and paste public DNS. Here at the bottom, show option is there. You have to click on to transfer the files from your laptop to launch Linux server. Here, general tab is there, display tab is there, local resources option is there. Click on this one. Here, more option is there. You have to click on this one. Here, you need to check whether drivers are put the tick mark or not. If it's not there tick mark, then we have to put the tick mark here. What is the meaning of that one is, in whatever the drive file, you need to transfer from your laptop to launched Windows server. That's why you have to put the tick mark for drivers. Click on OK. Click on connect. Click on connect. Now, we have to enter username is administrator. That is, we have to enter or type it administrator. We have to enter to connect this Windows machine password. Copy and paste it. Click on OK. Click on yes. Now, I am connecting the Windows machine from Mumbai region data center. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. It is connecting from Mumbai region data center. It's updating. Wait. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, anyone have any questions regarding this? How to launch and connect your Windows server? Yesterday session I explained. Today also I have to explain how to launch and connect your Windows server. All the steps I have mentioned in my class notes. Nagaraju.
Is there any way like to change the computer name? Like here it's showing as AWS.com ending with.
That is
So-
administrator. Username is administrator. No change.
Sorry,
No
sorry.
change.
I'm saying like mission name.
If you want to change instead of Windows server, you want to change another name?
Yes.
Yes, you can change it. You can change it. Go for the instances. Here, instead of Windows server, here option is there. Then you can give it. That is, I am given Windows 101. Then,
No,
which one?
sorry, not this one. Actually, when you connect to the RDP, at the top
Okay.
it's showing something like ending with AWS.com.
Okay. That is nothing but a public DNS. I am copy and paste it.
Is it possible to change that one?
No. That is, you copy and paste the public DNS to connect your Windows server.
What I'm saying is like here, can I give the customized name?
No. The default name only it is taken in the AWS. Whereas in Azure, you have to give your customized name. Your name also you have to give it in Azure. But the AWS, it is not there. The default name we have to take it. The administrator.
Oh.
Administrator. Right? Now it is updated. See that? Here in this right side, it is showing the details. That is, to launch your Linux machine, to launch your Windows machine, this is the host name, instant ID, private IP address, public IP address, instant size, and to launch the Windows server, you are selecting T2.micro. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. It is providing. This is memory it is showing. Network is low to moderate. It is displaying at the right side. At the right side. See, to launch the Windows Server, T2.micro you are chosen. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. And also default how much storage it is providing? 30 GB storage it is providing. Click on File Explorer here. Click on this PC. Now, are you able to see? Are you able to see 30 GB? 29.9 GB is there. That is to launch your Windows Server, default it is providing 30 GB. To install the Windows operating system and some space is providing. Right? Right? Now, our concept is how to transfer files from your laptop or desktop to launched Windows Server. Launched Windows Server. The first step, I launch and connect the Windows Server. Then after that, we have to enable drivers option. How we have to enable drivers? Already I am showing. After that, in my desktop, one notepad file is there. See that? This is my notepad file. This is my notepad file is there. Now, I want to transfer this notepad file from my laptop to launched Windows Server. Just right click on it, copy this file wherever your file is there. It may be in D drive or E drive or in the desktop. You have to copy the file and open your launched Windows Server. Just right click on it, paste it. You are pasting in the desktop. If you want to paste in the drives, you can open in the launched Windows Server on C drive. You want to paste your file, then double click on it, just right click on it and paste it. And paste it. That is, your file is transferred from your laptop to launched Windows Server. See that? The same information is there or not? Same information is there or not? Yes. Yes. Those are the steps we have to follow how to launch and connect your Windows Server. After that, how to transfer files from your laptop to launched Windows Server. Launched Windows Server. Right? Those are the steps we have to follow. So remember, anyone have any questions regarding this concept? How in this session I explain, that is how to launch and connect your Linux server and how to transfer files from your laptop to launched Linux server. And also in this session, I explain how to transfer files from your laptop to Windows Server. So up to this, if anyone have any questions, regarding this concept? See, after completion of your practice, you have to terminate. If you are stopping, see that I select the instant state is there. I stop the instant. Click on stop the instant. It is nothing but like shutdowning your laptop. After half an hour or 1 hour or the next day, you want to connect this one, just select the instant, go for instant state and start instant option is there. Then if you continuously do the operation, it is showing like that. Fail to start the instant. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I am doing operation continuously, like that it is showing, the message is like that it is showing. Wait. So you are stopping the instant is nothing but like shutdowning your laptop. After half an hour or 1 hour or the next day or after 1 month, then you want to connect, you want to start the mission, you can start it. How we have to start it? Select the instant, go for instant state. Here start instant is enabled. In earlier start instant is not enabled. Click on start instant. Now see that it is working. What is the instant state? Pending. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes, then the instant state is running, then you are connecting your Linux server. You are connecting your Linux server. Fine, fine. The stop the instant is nothing but like shutdowning your laptop. Now, if you are terminating the instant, how we have to terminate the instant? Select the instant, go for instant state, terminate instant option is there. So click on terminate, then the instant is terminated from the Mumbai region. See, before starting the session in the Mumbai region, EC2 dashboard, you are click on, then how many instances are running in the beginning? 0. How many instances are there in the beginning? 0. Now it is 2. Now how many instances are running? 2. How many key pairs are there in the beginning? 0. Now 2 key pairs are there. That is you are created. How many security groups are there in beginning? 1. That is default security group. Now 3 groups are there. 3 security groups are there. That is 2 security groups you are created. Linux server AST. While launching your Linux mission, you are creating the security group. While launching your Windows server, you are creating the security group name is Windows Server SG, right? So that is, if you observe the EC2 dashboard, it is showing the details. It is showing the details. How many volumes are there? 2 volumes are there. One for Linux server, default it is showing 8 GB, and for Windows server, default it is providing 30 GB. See that 8 GB for Linux server and 30 GB for Windows server. 30 GB for Windows server. Fine, fine. After completion of your practice, my suggestion is we have to terminate the instant. So we are choosing termination. In the next day, if you want to practice it, again you have to go for from beginning to the ending so that you are perfect in the practice. You are practicing more number of times, then you are more perfect. So select the instant, go for the instant state, terminate the instant. Click on terminate option. First shutdowning and then it is terminated from the Mumbai region data center, right? Next, similarly, this one also, select the instant, go for instant state, click on terminate instant, click on terminate. Then the instant is terminated from the Mumbai region. First, it is shutdowning. Whenever you are terminating, automatically those connections are also be ended. See that. See that. This is also ended. The Windows. Same. This one also. We're getting connection is ended. Connection is ended, right? So those are the steps we had to follow. Those are the steps we had to follow. Now we observe the EC2 dashboard. Now we observe the EC2 dashboard. Just refresh it. How many instances are running now? 0. How many instances are there? 2 are there in the Mumbai region. Just half an hour or 1 hour, those instances will be terminated permanently from the Mumbai region data center. How many key pairs you are created? 2 key pairs. For key pairs and the security groups, AWS will not be charged. AWS will not be charged. However, if you want to delete the key pairs also, click on this one. You have to select the key pairs, go for action. You have to select delete option is there. Then we have to type it delete. Click on delete. Then the key pairs are deleted. Now, similarly, if you want to delete the security groups, now see that key pairs are 0. If you want to delete the security group, click on security groups. You have to select the security group name, go for action, delete security group, click on delete. The security group is deleted, just refresh this one. If you want to delete the Windows Server SG also, select the security group name, go for action. We have to select delete security group, click on delete. That security group is also deleted. This is the default one. Fine. Now we have to check the EC2 dashboard. EC2 dashboard. Key pairs are 0, security group is 1, and volumes are also 0. 0. Right? Those are the steps we have to follow. In this session, I had to explain those concepts I had to explain. How to launch and connect the Linux server. How to transfer files from your laptop to launch Linux server. How to transfer files from your laptop to the Windows server. Windows server. Right? So this is the demo session. If anyone have any questions, Nagaraju.
It's as mentioned as 5 weekends. So every weekend, how much time? 1.5 hour or 1 hour?
No. More than 2 hours. More than 2
Yes.
hours. This is demonstration. That's why I'm taking less time.
Okay. It's like
If you are joining the
when,
regular
yeah.
session, if you join the regular session, the morning 6:30 also the session will be start from second onwards. Every day 1 hour session I am taken. 1 hour, 1 hour. That is a new batch will be started. The
5 weekends, does it sufficient to complete the whole?
if it's not sufficient the time, then I have to extend 1 or 2 weeks. No problem at all. I have to cover all the concepts.
Okay. After completion of these sessions, am I able to complete the certification?
That is, we have to practice. Once your practice is completed, you are perfect, then you attempt the global certification. Right? You may attempt for the foundation
How
level.
about the price of the certificate?
Price of certification means I can't understand.
I
Price
mean,
of
like
certificate in the
and then
global
fee. Yeah, fee.
global certification, we have to check it on the internet and then you only apply. You only
Okay.
apply. That is for the, I think in the foundation level, 7,000 something plus GST is there. For associate level, 15,000 plus is there. You have to check it. The price is vary. In my return time, in the 1.5
So
year
can I?
time return, 15,000 plus GST I paid at the associate level.
Okay. It's like, is there any difference? Like, suppose if I completed this year and like the next year,
Okay.
is there any certification? Like we have the versions like Java 5, 8, 11, like that.
No
Do we
difference.
have the
No
that?
difference. The
No.
certification, no difference. That certification is valid in 3 years globally.
Okay.
Once you are perfect in the associate level, you are learning some DevOps tools, then you can attempt for the professional level also. That is the advanced level, global certification.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone?
When full-time classes will start, like next week?
Yes, 2nd onwards, March 2nd.
So
That is a normal track. This is the weekend
okay.
track is this one.
On weekend session, like you have mentioned in previous session, you have explained how to
The
like
next
create the
I will
free.
not explain. Already I explained in the demo sessions. In the demo session, I explained.
Okay.
Okay.
My intention is like when start the regular sessions, at that time, will you explain like to create the free tier account and
Yes, already I explained in the yesterday session how to create your AWS free tier account. How to create your AWS free tier account, how to launch the Windows server. Then you can watch the video. No problem at all. In the next week,
oh,
if the weekend
okay.
is
Once I
there,
registered, I will get the
yes, you will get the recording videos and the class materials. Class materials. Then you can watch the videos n number of times. No problem.
oh,
Okay. Clear?
yes.
Anyone? 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 If no questions are there, then I'll end the session.
No, sir.
Munish.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'll end the session.